Today, we are going to be running through Groq AI SEO, which has some of the latest free models. And I've used it to rank with SEO. I'll show you a couple of examples in a minute. We have Kazra Dash in the building. Welcome, Kazra.
Yo.
And this is the Groq interface, which you've not used before, right?
I've not, no.
That's good because then, if anyone else probably a lot of people have the same questions as you, I think, as we go along. And if anyone does have questions, feel free to post them in the comments. Here's an example of a article that I created. So if we go past the ads, you can see my article ranking #1 right here using Groq AI SEO. And this is the article ranking, and it's monetized and making money, of course. So we're going to get through the whole process step by step. Now you can see Groq has gone from 0 to 28,000 traffic right here. And if you just go to groq.com, you can sign in for free and start using it. Now, if we have a look at this interface right here, what's your first thoughts like on it?
It looks like Twitter's Groq.
Yeah, it is a little bit like that, but it's GROQ, whereas
Yeah.
I think Groq is GROK. So it's like two totally different models. And this is completely free. I think on Groq, you have to pay for a premium account, right?
I believe so, yeah.
A couple of people tuning in. So we've got Amo says, good morning, fellas. Good morning to you too. And Vibath, the legend himself, says, Casperel and YouTube title optimization from the legend.
Piss off, Vibath.
And we have Deepak Kumar who says, is it useful? So let's run through exactly how to use it and how you can use it for SEO. I would say it's extremely useful, and it's ridiculous that this is actually free. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to select the model that we actually want to use in the top right. So we can choose between different models. Now, I would recommend using Llama 3.1 Instant. I know, like, it literally just came out a few days ago. I don't know if you've used it yet before, Llama 3.1, Kazra.
I've used a little bit of it, but it's to me, like, all of these like AI models, they seem very similar after a certain period. Like, it just feels like they're all just trying to one up each other all the time.
Yeah, I would say the same. Like last week, especially, there was a massive week for AI news, and it was ridiculous. Like the amount of announcements last week. So Llama 3.1 was announced, and then it got released into Groq.com. So if you were trying to launch Llama 3.1 on your laptop, you'd have to like host it, get all the files from GitHub. It would be a little bit messy. Someone like me who's not particularly technical probably wouldn't be able to do it unless I watched a YouTube tutorial on it. Whereas what you can do is just go straight onto Groq and then start using this straight off the bat. Now, I've got this recipe right here on exactly how to use it. First thing you want to do, like I said, go to groq.com, select your model as 3.1 instant in the top right. And then from here, we can actually automate the niche research. Now, this is a problem we've worked on together, isn't it, pretty much?
Yeah.
On a few other videos in the past. And so, like, I honestly think nowadays you don't even need to pay for keyword tools if you're just starting out. Like, if you're just a beginner and you want to find relevant keywords that you can rank for. And I know you have your views on keyword research, which is pretty much, it's totally BS, right?
Yeah, keyword the thing is, like, with keyword research or keyword research tools, there's a lot of tools out there that don't pick up on the correct search volume. So, like, for example, within Ahrefs, you can easily manipulate the actual search volume of certain keywords, and then not only that is the keyword difficulty that it displays as well. Like, there's been so many times where I've had a call with somebody and they're like, oh, this keyword that I'm trying to rank for is keyword difficulty 62. Should I go for it? And I'm like, well, yeah, because keyword difficulty is massively flawed. It only takes a look at one metric, and it's just not a good metric to say the least. I think that you need to be doing things holistically and doing more topical research as opposed to just keyword research.
Yeah, exactly. If, for example, you wanted to find some relevant keywords that you could target, then you can just type in your niche into this prompt, which will give you access to at the end of the video. So, for example, let's say your niche, like mine, is like SEO training. Then we're going to ask it to do keyword research based on that. And here's the crazy thing about Llama 3.1. It loads instantly. Like, you saw how that loaded instantly?
Yeah, that was quick.
It's wild how fast it is. Like, to give you an example, if we plug that into, say, Claude, which I would say it's probably the leading model aside from Grok. If we plug that into Claude, it's going to take a while for it to come back to us with results.
The one thing that I don't like about Claude, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, is when you paste something into like the actual search bar, it just removes all the formatting. You realize that?
Yeah, I don't like that too. Like, for example, on Claude, you can see it's got the formatting inside it. Sorry, on Grok. On Grok,
Yeah.
it actually has the formatting. It even produces like tables and stuff. Inside Claude, it's pretty much plain text.
Mm.
Yeah. So
That's the one bad thing about Claude. How does ChatGPT compare? I know you're a big fan of ChatGPT.
all right. So, for example, if we pull up
That
right
was
here,
an inside joke, by the way. Like we done a
yeah,
video maybe like 2 weeks ago, and every time we use ChatGPT, it would just fall over and break. That's why Julian's not a big fan of
yeah,
ChatGPT anymore.
yeah. It's just it breaks on me. It's slow. It doesn't do anything I ask it to. It's like if this was a virtual assistant, they wouldn't last one day at Goldie Agency. You know? So, if we pull up an example, right? Pull up an example. So Grok has found us relevant keywords right here. I would ignore the search volume competition, but the keywords itself are pretty useful. If we go onto Claude, it's not actually done what we've asked it to. And if we go onto ChatGPT, it's just wasted my time completely, mate. It's like I knew this before I plugged in the prompt. You're supposed to just find me keywords. And so if I look at all three of the outputs, which one has actually done what I said? This one right here. And so that's Grok is just undeniably good.
What's Claude come back with?
Claude just gave us a bunch of step-by-step tips, and it's like use Uber suggest, mate.
Oh God. Right, okay.
You're wasting my time here, sunshine.
That's do you know what? I think that ChatGPT used to be like the best. And
Yeah,
again,
I'd agree.
I still think it's really good for certain tasks. Like, for example, if I'm writing like a status or something, I always run it through ChatGPT because I just know that it can like condense down sentences in a way that I just couldn't. Um, I still think it's great for that, but from like the keyword research point of view, I used to think that that was like the best, like the go-to one. So it's kind of at the decline. What about Google Bard in comparison? Can we test
Oh,
that out?
is people still using that?
Oh, is that gone like is
That
that
was
bad
out my
now?
window a long time ago. Let's pull it up. All right. So if we pull up, it's probably not bad, to be fair. It's probably not bad. I'm probably being a bit harsh. So if we say do the keyword research on this, it's probably going to be better than ChatGPT, to be fair. Let's have a look. It's just too slow for me, though. It's found a bunch of keywords there. I wouldn't say they're particularly useful. I still think
Yeah.
that these ones are decent, but I don't think many people are going to be searching for that. Like the topic is okay. These ones, okay. But honestly, what I'm specifically looking for is stuff like this, where I know, right, I can rank in 24 hours, create an
Mm.
article with Grok, boom, I'm ready to go. That's pretty much it. Just going to pull up some of the comments because we've got a bunch of people on. We've got 70 people watching live right now. So Sarju says, hey, Julian, starting Amazon affiliate website. Is it a good idea? I'm going to give you the short answer and not BS here and just say probably not.
Yeah, it's do you know what? Even if you had asked me that 3 years ago, I would have said don't do it because um what you typically find with Amazon is they just slash commissions every single quarter. It felt like at some point. So like for example, about 5 years ago they slashed like the electronics affiliates from like I don't know what it was, but let's say it was 6% down to like 3%. So yeah, I just don't recommend doing it if I'm being
Nah.
honest with you.
We're going to show you some content creation in a second. I just want to quickly just thank everyone for watching. So it says, hi, Julian, after a long time. I'm still alive from Bangladesh. If you saw the news, you know. Hope you're okay, mate. And thanks for tuning in. Amar says, I'm using it for rewriting. It seems fine. I think Grok is genuinely good. Amar says, is there any way to do content quality control faster? Interesting one. So I'm going to show you probably, I was thinking about this before and I was like, now that I don't use ChatGPT, the amount of time that I have to spend quality controlling the content is much lower. And I think that's the 80-20 of it. It's like if you can get the right tool with the right prompt up front, for example, I know you're a big, we're both big fans of auto blogging, right?
Mhm.
If you can get the right tool up front, then it saves you a lot of editing on the back end too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So once we've got the keyword, let's say, for example, you got a keyword like SEO training career. Here's a prompt that worked for me for ranking this article. By the way, I don't show anything that I'm not actually doing on this channel. So you can see me ranking for this keyword, number 1, in just a few days using this exact same process. So like for anyone watching, does it work? Yes. Is it proof? Yes. I've just shown you. But if we take this prompt right here, I'm going to say something like SEO keyword equals, give me the entities, keywords, and LSIs. I know you're a big advocate of using entities and LSIs within the content too, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And then entities can be, I like to explain what the actual entities are because sometimes these models don't actually understand the semantics of entities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like every single language model has its own like entity like cloud. So if I'm being honest, it's probably like 80% similar to every single one. But obviously with like the quality controls and stuff that we're going to show you later on, you could probably fix up the content to be a little bit better.
Yeah. And Vibath says Claude 3.5 feels much better than GPT-4. I would 100% agree with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Amar says Julian fell in love with Claude Sonnet.
Did you?
You know
Did
me
you?
too well. You know me too well. And then Patrick said, "Can Groq help me get keywords to help rank your page higher?" Yeah. So, for example, that's step 1 of the process, which is right here, as you can see inside the keyword research, and you can see a bunch of keywords it's come up with right here. So it can help you find the keywords, and then it can help you actually do the content outline. So if we take this prompt right here, just whilst we're waiting for that to load, in fact, we don't need to wait. It's literally loaded already. Is there anything that you would tweak or change in that prompt right here, this one right here, to improve it?
Can you minimize the
Comment.
comment so I can actually
Yeah,
see the
yeah.
full prompt? Right. So SEO keyword equals SEO training, career. Give me entities, keywords, LSIs. Do you know what could potentially be good? So this would be more so for like a LinkedIn Pulse or a Medium article, right? This would it
Yep.
be for like right? So if you were going to actually do this on your own website, you could also give it the prompt of like give me like 10 supporting articles for that. So that could also be like how to gain topical authority with actual Groq as well.
Yeah, I'm going to put that as a bonus inside the end of this document. So we'll put that as a bonus tip right here because that's a great one. Like find 10 relevant topics, something like that.
Yeah,
Would you say?
I think that's probably reasonable.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. So we've come up with the content outline right here, which is done. I wouldn't say it's perfect. It's come up with some precedent names and stuff like that, but the actual places is useful, and obviously things is useful too. So from here, what we can do is start generating the content. How do we generate the content? We're going to use this prompt right here. Now, this is already plugged in with my source context. So for example, if I put in South Korea right here, and then we'll say based on the content outline, just write half the article. This is kind of a little bit of a merge of a prompt that we've worked on together. Is there anything else you would change in this?
Probably not. Do we mention still in the starting sentence that we need to actually mention the keyword itself? That's the only one main thing.
Yeah. We could say. Let me find it. I've used this line right here, like use relevant entities and LSIs and keywords in every sentence. But we can put something like include the keyword in the first line.
Yeah.
First and the last line, something like that. So we'll plug that in right here. And then we're going to hit enter. Just it's crazy how fast it loads. Usually I'm used to like speaking whilst it generates the content, but it's just too fast for me.
That's insane.
It's crazy, right?
Be interesting to see how good the actual content is.
Yeah, I would say if I had to put it on a chart, right, I'm going to put like ChatGPT down here. Then I would put like something, for example, like Groq above it. And then I
Mhm.
still think Claude is the best for writing the content. But if you want to do the whole content in one place for free, then I think Groq is the best.
Right.
Yeah. So if we look at this particular article, like SEO training, Korea, unlocking the secret search engine optimization. As a business owner in South Korea, you're likely no stranger to the importance of SEO training, driving traffic to your website and boosting your online presence. It's okay. It does need a bit of editing, I would say, but it's less fluffy than, say, ChatGPT or something like that.
Do you know what I'm surprised about? The fact that it's actually doing like the fact that it's actually doing sentences on each like line. Because what ChatGPT, you can give it like the best like prompt ever, and it will still do like a block of text for every single like sentence and paragraph and stuff. So it's good to see that it's like breaking up the sentences. It's just a little bit easier on the eye to read as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, that's it. Just whilst we're going through this, Prabhasi says give the word file. So I'm actually just going to paste that SOP inside the comments right there in case anyone wants access to it. That should load in a second. Just paste it in right there. And yeah, the content itself, let's have a look. It's okay. It's not like as good as Claude, like I say, but it's probably good enough. SEO training is a crucial skill for any business owner who wants to increase their online visibility and reach their target audience. It's not bad, not bad. And then for writing part two, super easy. So you can just put like now write part two plus cover relevant FAQs. And it generates part two right here.
More of the benefits of SEO training for small business owners. Um, what are how long does it take to? Can you scroll down to the third question? What are the best SEO tools for beginners? As a beginner, it can be overwhelming to choose the right SEO tools. Here are the best tools: Google Analytics, Search Console, Ahrefs. What's the next tool on the list? I'm going to see if it aligns with
Can
the
you
video.
guess?
Oh, SEMrush, right? Okay. I mean, it's not terrible. The thing is, like, when it comes to like ranking on Medium and Pulse and stuff, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, Julian, but you don't need amazing content because LinkedIn and Medium and stuff, they've got like millions of backlinks. So even if you were to publish like an average article, you can still get like fairly decent results. And again, if you did publish an average article and then you wanted to go back into it 6 months later or like even 2 weeks later and update it, you definitely can do. There is an edit button. So yeah, I don't think it's terrible.
Yeah, and I think for a free tool, not bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
But then, of course, you want to quality control it, which I always talk about. And you've got this content quality checklist to take that spine of the content that you have and then edit it down and chisel it down into something that's really high quality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it in terms of the workflow. That's what I used to rank this page number one, as you can see. And then, if you combine the keyword research part with the SEO outline, the content creation, and then quality control, you're good to go.
Yeah, I think I think that's the biggest thing. I think the one prompt that people do need to understand though is like the topical authority. If they're going to be doing this on their own website, don't just think if you publish the one article on your own website you're gonna rank. You're gonna need to build out like maybe a foundation of other articles and then internally link back up to your main article if you did want to rank for SEO training, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree with that. Samvir says, what is the KD and volume of SEO training in Korea? I would say number one, with the keyword difficulty, it's a fairly easy keyword, which is what we wanted to get from the prompt. When it comes to actual volume, I wouldn't worry about the volume for local keywords, especially because if you're using, say, Ahrefs to check that, it's never going to be accurate. Like local searches is just not accurate on these tools. What would you say?
Local searches ain't accurate, and then same goes with like foreign as well. Like there's a lot of people that I know in like in Swedish markets, in Norwegian, German and stuff, and they always complain saying like Ahrefs is so flawed. Like they'll be ranking like a website that's getting like 60,000 clicks a month. And then on Ahrefs, you look at that website and it says it's only getting like 500 traffic a month, and it's like way off. Mainly because like in foreign industries, I don't know why, but just Ahrefs isn't like, I suppose it makes sense. Probably like 80% of their users is like UK and US and Canada and stuff. But yeah, it's massively flawed when it comes to search volume on Ahrefs.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So we've covered basically everything we promised in the video, like how to rank number one with Groq AI SEO, showing you proof that actually works, showing you that Groq has gone from 0 to 27,900 traffic, giving you the prompts in the SOP completely for free. Anything else you think we should cover in this video before we go?
No, I think that's it. I think we've covered everything really.
Awesome. So Patrick has a question, which is it worth understanding topical authority, semantics, and programmatic SEO?
Yeah, for sure. Like if you want to basically have success in terms of SEO in 2024, you definitely need to be doing that. Like it's without topical authority, like I don't know what your thoughts are on this, Julian, but every single website that I start now, I'm thinking how can I gain topical authority within this industry? Like I always use the funnel approach, and I can show that actually on stream. Actually, I think I might actually have it open. Let me share my screen really quickly. Share screens. Share.
Sorry,
entire.
Right. Do you want to add yours to the stage?
There we go. So if you don't understand this funnel process, and this applies to literally like every single style of website, it doesn't matter if you're trying to rank for pink fluffy toys, you're trying to sell dental SEO services, or if you're trying to sell PPC, right? This should be like your keyword research, like how you're doing keyword research. So then within this funnel, right, you've got like the cold articles. So like the cold articles for like a dental practice would be like, how often should you get dental checkup? What to expect during a dental cleaning? How to prevent cavities naturally, right? These green articles, or these like the cold, as I like to call it, they're going to be very much like low ROI. Like somebody that's searching how often should you get a dental checkup, right? They're probably not inclined to actually come to your dental practice. They just want to know more information, or how to prevent cavities naturally. That probably gets like thousands of searches every single month. Then we've got like warm articles, so like dental crown versus veneers. How much does teeth whitening cost? Gum disease treatment options. Somebody that's searching these, like they just want to know like the pros and cons to, like, for example, dental crowns versus veneers, and then they're ready to actually take action and book in for like potentially a dental crown session at like a dental practice. And then you've got like the ready to buy / hot keywords, and like somebody that's searching for like teeth whitening near me, or Invisalign near me, or dental implants near me, like they're ready to buy. They just want to like they want to book in for like a session and come in for like a consultation. So if you can have this in mind when you are actually doing like your keyword research, this is going to go a long way. And then typically, just as a rule of thumb, it's probably like maybe 75%, 80% in the cold and warm articles. And then you've probably got like the last 20% that will be like ready to buy / hot articles. So this will be like the articles that will generate you a high ROI. These two, not as much. So just bear that in mind. And again, like what I said before, doesn't matter if you're a dental practice, it doesn't matter if you're a law firm, it doesn't matter if you're an SEO agency, it doesn't matter if you're selling running shoes. If you apply this to your keyword research and to gain topical authority, you can go a very long way.
Yeah, good explanation there for sure. Amar says, what about search volumes in SEMrush? Again, I would say it's the same problem. It's like these are just estimations, right? Like they're never usually accurate. In fact, one of the best keyword strategies you can use is going after zero-click searches. Like they look like they don't get any search volume on these SEO tools, but actually in reality, when you rank for them, they get tons of traffic.
Yeah, it's SEMrush and Ahrefs. Like I reckon every single keyword research tool, I like there'll be a way that I can manipulate the actual search volume. Like we've done it in Ahrefs and also in SEMrush. To like just show like fake searches and stuff. So it can definitely be manipulated, but on the other side, it can definitely not show the bigger picture as well. And I think I've just lost Julian. Is he back?
Back now.
And he's back.
Yeah.
A different camera angle.
You got to mix it up sometimes, you know. So we've got another question from Rashid, which is, how about trying some agentic workflows over there on GitHub using different LLM models for writing SEO content? I'm just going to change my mic over and I'll answer this one. So what I would say is, like, for a lot of people watching, they're probably not technical in that way. But what I often do, and you'll probably have seen this in my recent videos, is we've actually generated a bunch of workflows using make.com, which links different LLM models together in like a no-code way. So if you want to check that out, check out the make.com automations, including, I think recently I've created a Medium AI auto blogger. If you check out the video on that, also a Make and Perplexity and Claude automation alongside an AI SEO content empire tool that actually links it to different social media as well as an LLM. So yeah, there's so much cool stuff you can do that. Sumo Bundle says, how many articles should we post daily?
7 million. don't publish 7 million. It depends on your website. If it's like a brand new website, you might not have like the crawl budget to index like 50 articles a day. Whereas if, say for example, you're working on Forbes.com, you can publish a lot more articles. So it depends on the amount of links that you actually have pointing through to your website. If you have more links, you can publish more. If you're starting off, you might want to slow it down a little bit. And we can't hear you, Julian.
So the other thing that I would say to that is, like, you want to make sure that you're getting your content crawled. So like, for example, if you publish like 1 or 2 articles a day and it doesn't get crawled, there's absolutely 0 point trying to publish like 10 or 12 articles per day. And also just publish at a natural human rate, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Sudeep says, for a blogging website, how much blog post who I need to publish before applying for AdSense?
7 million. The answer is always 7 million. I'm not certain. I've not really done much AdSense.
Nature Rule says, I don't have a time. I will watch it. Keep rocking, bro. Actually, what I'm going to do with this video today is I'm going to download it and then re-upload it on my main channel, but just with all the fluff cut out. Because I think this video was super helpful, and also it's good to have Kazra on. But we'll chop up the audio, we'll make it better, and we'll also cut out all the silences and that sort of thing. So you'll probably see that posted on the normal channel too. Patrick says, do you have any videos that show how to rank higher with existing content for a keyword? Yeah. If you check out the free course, link in the comments description, you'll see everything on how to do that. There's a whole section on like rewriting content. And Amar says, if you send a bunch of expired domains through 301 to a subdomain of your own site, I heard it helps for ranking, but I haven't given it a try yet. What do you reckon?
Definitely does help, but you didn't hear that from me.
All right, there we go. We had someone else on. Who said that?
I'm not certain.
No, I'm not sure. I heard someone, but I don't know who joined the call then and said that. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate everyone who's watching. If you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session and just, get all your questions answered live on a call one-to-one, normally you're going to pay like $1,000, $2,000 for an SEO consultant. We do it for free just to help you. Feel free to put that in, link in the comments and description. Kazra, really appreciate you being on and answering all the questions, man.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for asking the questions, guys.
Yeah, great questions. Ganesh says, you didn't take my question. Shame on us. Post
what
your
was the
question and we'll answer it right now.
What was
All
the
I can see is that you've posted hi about 10 times, mate.
I
And
was looking at that.
Amar says 7 million lol. That's always the answer.
7 million articles, 7 million backlinks, and you will rank.
So, Sarju Dutta says, okay, then should I start a blog website?
It depends. Like if a blog website could be anything. It could be like an e-commerce store. It could be a service-based website. Yes, every single website needs a blog. If that's the question.
And Avs,
How can I be as cool as you guys?
yeah,
I'm not cool.
I wouldn't say I'm cool either. I think that's an overestimation.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
All right, very humble end to the call then. Appreciate everyone who's been watching. Smash a like on it if you enjoyed it. See you on the next one. Bye bye.